Oh, hello there. It's Mr. Modest, the champ. Hold the trophy. Hey, I'm joined by Joel Gibson over here. He's driving. Hi, Joel.
Hey there.
This is good.
Not the champ, but it is what it is.
This is going to be the off-season league manager's note. Keeper locks were today. Joel tried to have a fire sale the last 30 seconds. Joel, I'm going to give you a minute here to explain yourself.
Well, I was at work today. I was texting Matt. I was trying to do multiple things. It could not happen in the last 3 minutes, but wanted to see if I could pull off a last 3-minute trade. It was gonzo. No chance. That's all right. I'm pretty happy with how things worked out. Tatum is a monster. I have a boatload of picks. I'm coming for you, fellas.
That was the craziest end to a keeper draft that I've ever seen. I got the deal done with Matthew. Thank you, Matt Hobert. Fox and Greek look very good together. Very young and very cheap. That being said, those are my keepers. I only have 2 keeper spots this year. Kyle has my other one. I'm okay with these 2. I'm just looking forward to this last season. Pretty excited about how this season went, if I do say so myself.
It was all right.
All right, and then we'll go right into your keepers. They end up being Tatum at $20, Ayton at $30, and Sabonis at $1.
Yeah.
Couldn't get rid of any of those assets, or not many of them, huh, that you picked up in the championship.
I picked them up. I wanted to see what I could do, see if I could move any of them. I'm really happy to keep Sabonis. Honestly, I wasn't sure which of the 3 I was going to keep. The fact that I wasn't able to move a couple of them made the decision a little bit easier. I think DeAndre Ayton's going to have a top 20 season next year. I think Sabonis is going to be top 25, top 30 at $1. That's real nice. And Tatum's going to be like a top 6 or 7 player, so fuck right on.
Okay, those are big words. Top 10 player prediction from Joel. Now, last year, he told me Ayton was going to be top 25, and then Ayton had a little steroid juicing issue. So let's see if this prediction holds any more weight.
All right. Just know if he hadn't got caught, he would have posted a top 20 season.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. The next one is Matt. He picked up 2 pretty good players, I'd say, in the trade today. He keeps Vus at 19, Bam at 16. I miss you already. Big hearts, big fella. And Simmons at $9. Anything? Nope. Nothing?
It's all right. It's all right. Simmons still isn't going to shoot threes anytime soon.
Yeah, well, we'll see how he plays under Doc. I have no idea. Essentially, he had to be a throwaway for me. I only had 2 keepers, so the fact that I was able to get that 2-for-1 that I was telling you about all off season, I was pretty excited. The next one, Cody, second place this year. Is this his second place finish? Was he second last year?
Man, it's quite the honor to be the best loser.
Yeah, well, I think that it's his second. He actually keeps Luka at 10, Cat at 10, and then he leaves his 3rd keeper spot open for the keeper draft. Not much to say about that one. Lucat is, Cody likes to be affectionately called, is looking good for next year. A couple early picks. And trade rights, he has Kyle, who is 12, and he has trade rights to Adams if Adams should finish and he's 9. So Cody's looking pretty good for a keeper spot and a first-round pick this year to go with Lucat.
Okay. Not bad.
Steven, he's keeping Harden at 50. Booker at 4. Yep, Booker at 14 and Trey at 7. All those very obvious. When I texted him about his keepers, I really didn't even need to ask him. I knew who they were going to be. Next one is Eric. Now, there was a trade where Eric moves on from Kawhi and picks up a first-round pick for this season. So he's trying to step up from that very sad performance last season. He has.
Who did he trade Kawhi to?
He traded him to Doug. You need to check the messenger more, but Eric and Doug are back to back, so you'll basically get to hear the players if you just pay attention.
Fair enough.
Eric's keepers are Dame at 50, Murray at 24, and then D'Lo at 21.
Okay.
Doug's keepers are Mitchell at 30, Kawhi at 5, and Beal at 30.
Not bad.
Not bad. So they're
nice little starts.
Exactly. There was basically a flip where Doug sent his number one pick this year to Eric to get this deal done. I think it was a good trade for Eric. I also think it was a good trade for Doug. I was surprised to see Doug not keep Ja at 13, though, instead of Beal at 30. That was probably my biggest surprise.
Yeah, I mean, Beal's been really good. There's been times he's posted, like, top 15 value.
Yeah.
Ja at 13 was really nice.
Yeah, and like I said, that is also nice for next year. We don't know what Wall's going to be able to do. And Beal at 30 versus Ja at 13, $17 is a lot of money. I could see why he was okay with getting rid of his first, because he's a little tight on cash in the early stages. And we've seen Doug just blow the cap up. So next one is CJ. He's keeping Drummond at 18, AD at 1, and Wall at $1. Westbrook goes back on to the draft board there. Very interesting.
As a Clevelandite, or well, not Clevelandite, but an Ohioan? I don't fucking know.
An Ohesian. An Ohesian.
Oh, yeah, Ohesian. I think he's going to be really disappointed with what Drummond does in Cleveland.
Well, I mean, all he's got to do is get 10 points. 10 rebounds will fall to him. If he's just looking for double-doubles, $18 isn't a ton to spend.
No, but he wasn't getting as many minutes as you'd think.
No, I know. Trust me. I understand where you're coming from. Next one is Adam. He keeps Ball at 18, Julius Randle at 22, and keeps a keeper spot for his keeper spot. Now, I spoke with him after his keepers and everything. Shout out to Adam. I hope you're watching. I told him how much we appreciate having him in the league and everything, and he says he's going to be around as long as he can. That's what, so just wanted to update everybody. Adam's in it for the long haul, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Awesome.
Next one is Neiman. He kept LeBron at 50, Collins at 1, and Joker at 1. So $52 there. Those are 3 solid keepers. He does own his first round pick. And he is constantly right at that playoff barrier. Remember, he's always 8 or 9, right in that area. I think he makes the playoffs this year as long as he drafts well.
Well, we'll see if LeBron sits a good part of the season.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. That decision's going to be huge if those vets sit early. He could take a couple losses early. Who knows at the end? Next one is Simmons. Another one that wasn't really a surprise. Zion at 29, Embiid at 29, and Triple J at 4. He loves him some Triple J.
Man, I would have kept SGA over Triple J.
I also was thinking about that, but, you know, he has, 3 first-round picks, I believe. He can probably just pick SGA up.
Fair enough. Not at $4, though.
All right, fair. I guess you just have to analyze which one you think's going up more. And I guess it's tough.
I mean, JJ got that fucking knee injury.
Yeah, well, he fits in with his big man mentality there, so maybe he's just going guard heavy in the first round. Anyway.
I hope it doesn't work out.
I hope it doesn't work out as well. He has a ton of first round picks. Last one is Kyle. Kyle has 4 keepers this year. As I said earlier, he has my keeper spot. He's keeping Curry at 50, Kyrie at 3, KD at 1, and Clay at 1. So 4 keepers there, all for $58. Goodness, he doesn't have a lot of picks, but he has some good keeper spots.
You got some good keepers, but all of those guys could rest too.
They could all rest and they could all get injured, which is absolutely terrifying. He is putting it all on the line for one shot at a title. He wants it.
Man, I hope it doesn't work out for him.
With that being said, I just wanted to remind everybody that we are going to be doing the draft pick lottery next weekend, I believe. The order for the papers, or the number of papers that you will have, were the ending standings. Modest 1, Cody 2, Joel 3, CJ 4, Steven 5, Doug 6, Simmons 7, Matt 8, Adam 9, Eric 10, Neiman 11, and Kyle 12. I'll likely be posting just a little cheat sheet for everybody of my notes tonight. I've taken a picture, so everybody will have that information available. Just to keep in mind, Modest doesn't have a first-round pick. It's owned by Simmons. One piece of paper for Simmons. He also owns CJ's first-round pick, who finished 4th. So those 2 first-round picks that I believe Simmons traded for 2 years ago, really not panning out. Like 1 and 4, that's not what you want. 5 pieces of paper.
I'm not upset.
Eric owns Doug's first-round pick as part of that trade that we talked about earlier. Matt owns Adam's first-round pick. However, Cody, who has Kyle's first-round pick, also owns swap rights with that pick. So essentially, Cody will have the higher of Adam and Kyle's first-round pick. Matt will have the second one, and that'll be Matt's also 2 first-round picks. Cody, 2 first-round picks for him as well.
Heard that.
That being said, hoping to be completed with values 2 weeks from today or tomorrow. We have a little schedule that we're planning here. I want to give a full week to everybody to look at the values before Keeper Draft starts. Keeper Draft will be, I believe, the weekend after Thanksgiving at this point. And then we can talk about the actual draft. What we're looking to do this year, because the season is tentatively starting December 22nd, we are going to either do December 5th, 6th, 12th, or 13th. And we've decided that we're going to do virtual this year. I think that's probably best, unless there's an overwhelming majority that wants to try to do it in person. I know a lot of people and families, are concerned. And so if we just want to do something like a Zoom or a Microsoft Teams where we can all still be together and in person, I'd really like to set something like that up. Cody used Microsoft Teams for his draft this year. It worked out okay for me, but I know Cody had some problems on it. So we might want to look into like Zoom. Cody has a friend that works at Microsoft, so maybe we can ask him about Microsoft Teams and see if we can figure it out for Cody. But suggestions for the platform is always welcome. And like I said, whatever day we decide, even if we decide to do the 12th or 13th, that'll still give us a full 10 days to have our rosters, be able to trade, look at everything before the start of the season. In the event that the season is postponed for any reason, and we'll likely do similar setup to this year. I don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to have to play it by ear. But if we have to, we'll do a top 4 playoff. Like if there are no playoffs or there's only the NBA playoffs, we'll do something similar to what we did. Top 4 teams will go into a championship playoff, and that's how it's going to be. There's not a lot that we can do. You just got to get as many wins as you can. We could even motion it open to top 8 if we don't get through the first round of the playoffs and there's only the NBA playoffs that remain. That's an avenue that I've thought of. Keeping those scores will be an absolute pain in my ass if that's what happens. But I think it went pretty well. I think that was a pretty fair way this year to just give everybody a chance to win. You know what I mean? And it was close for a very, very long time. Until Denver went down, essentially, I think was basically the turning point.
Yeah, basically.
So like I said, we'll do our best. I'm going to update the rule book. I'll probably include a little section on playoffs and everything. I'm going to try to work out the phrasing and everything a little bit better for everybody to understand. The important thing is I just want it to be fair. So that's it. I mean, we've got 2 years left. And speaking of 2 years left, Joel, we have an announcement to make tonight.
Yes, we do.
The winner of next year's championship, not this year, everybody, Simmons, Cody, whoever wants to win this year, go ahead. I'm just going to be parading this around. Next year will be the last year of our keeper format before Dynasty. Now, I think that it's about 2 years warning. The winner of the last season of the keeper format will also get number 1 pick in the Dynasty draft. Everything else will be done by stand-in. So we want to raise the bar a little bit. One other thing that I do want to consider is once we start Dynasty format, not the first year, just so everybody gets involved, but the second year, I want to start doing money contributions. So that is a full 4-year warning to anybody.
I've always been in on that.
Okay, excellent. That is a full 4-year warning to everybody. I'd like to instill some sort of money. I understand why we can't right now, especially this season with Corona being so crazy. I'm kind of glad we don't have any money involved. You know what I mean? Because then it'd be a lot higher intensity, if you will. Now, not saying I wouldn't have fought for this trophy just as hard, but I'm kind of glad there wasn't any money this season for sure.
For sure.
All right. I think that's it. 17 minutes, not bad. Any last thoughts, Joel? Do you want to say hi to the trophy from afar, or I know
it's too It's too painful. I hate seeing you guys together. I really do.
It's one of my favorite things. I can't tell you how long I've waited. Actually, I can tell you. It's been 4 years, almost 5 years since I had this trophy. I won my rookie season. So really excited to have 2. The second person to have multi-championships. And boy, I'm just coming for that 5 spot, Joel Gibson. I'm coming.
We'll see, brother.
Dynasty's a whole new beast.
It will be.
Anything else from you?
That's it, man. Looking forward to it, guys.
All right. See everybody later.
See ya.